Okay.
Good evening, Baspa. Thank you for joining today's interview session. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, before proceeding with interview, can you give brief introduction about yourself?
Yes. Okay, my name is Vasfa and I belong to Pakistan and currently I'm living in Turkey. I hold a bachelor's degree in telecommunication engineering and master's degree in policy and strategy making. And I am working in an IT company and currently I'm working as an international corporate sales manager. And previously I was working as a business development manager and just now it's been 6 months that I'm working as a Dynamics FNO consultant.
Okay. From how many years you are working on Microsoft Dynamics, you say?
Uh, 6 months.
Okay, since last 6 months.
Yes,
Okay.
last 6 months.
So, as I can see, before you were working on some other role and you switched to this. Uh,
Yes.
any reason to switching to this
Actually,
specific?
niche. Okay. Actually, the thing is that business development and sales, it is very, very, you can say generic, and it is not something like a very high, like hardcore IT technology. So, and you know, and secondly, it has a lot of work pressure. Sales is always very pressing job. So for a few of my friends, they were working on Dynamics, and I saw their like a very smooth working pattern and a very systematic working. So I really liked it. So I gave it a try. I studied for 1 and 2 months. I got a very good training from an academy, and I got a certification. And I joined a firm, and I'm working on a project. It's been like 6 months, so that's why I have switched.
Okay, that's great. But you have mentioned about lot of stress in your previous role, right?
Yeah.
And by any chance, if you will get same kind of stress in Microsoft Dynamics, then how you will handle?
Okay, let me tell you about the stress. There is a difference of Microsoft Dynamics stress and sales stress.
Mhm.
Sales, whenever you're working in a big IT firm or any MNC, you don't have to worry about the leads. The leads, it's a very systematic process. But once you're in a mid-range firm, there's a stress of lead conversion. It is not the job stress. It is the stress between you and the client and the conversion rate. So I was not ready to I was just sick and tired, and said, I'm not afraid of in a working in stressful environment workload. I'm just afraid, or I'm just you can say I was just mentally very uncomfortable. I'm working so much hard, and I'm putting so much effort, and the leads are not being converted, and the boss is giving you pressures. And Dynamics 365, actually, the technology is big. Your clients are big, and they have and they don't like negotiate too much while closing the deal. So this is why I can handle this stress. So sales stress was a different kind of level. This stress is another thing.
Okay, you mean to say that stress was about your target?
Yes, yes, yes. Target,
Okay.
yes. I was very much annoyed. Like you put on so much hard work, and then most of our clients, they were US based clients. They used to run away. They used to take our money. We are sitting here. They're sitting there. So I thought, I think I have enough of the sales thing. I should move to something bigger.
Okay, that's great. Okay, let's move to the next question. So,
Yes.
with respect to Microsoft Dynamics, how you are upgrading yourselves?
Upgrading. Okay, yes, I have taken a training with the DTC. It is an Indian based firm. They're very famous for training into Dynamics, and I have also a certification as well. And yes, and I've learned, so you can verify my credentials, and so that you can see that I am a well trained professional.
Okay, that's great. But upgrading in the sense I'm saying latest versions, latest update for the.
Okay, yes, I have started working in D365. So I have not worked in the previous versions. I'm well trained on D365.
Okay, that's great. So, Vaspa, if I ask about your any of your weakness which you want to correct, then what it will be?
My weakness, I am impatient.
Okay, and are you working towards that?
Yes, tours. You mean the traveling?
No, no, no. I'm saying, are you working to overcome that?
Yes, I get very, I have some, something is on my mind, and if I don't see it working, so I become very impatient. I get very anxiety. I disturb myself and others as well. So yes, you can say that. Yeah, I try to, but obviously it does not disturb my work or my life pattern. But it's something which is inside me. It really doesn't have some. I have some anger issues or I have some laziness. So it's something which is in me. I become a little impatient. That okay, this thing should be done even more than a regular speed. So
Okay, that's great. And what about your strength?
I'm very, you can say impatient people, they're very my biggest strength is that if I get stick to something, it it goes here in my mind. So by hook or by crook, unless and until it does not get completed or get a result, I don't leave that thing.
Okay, in the short term, I can say you are a workaholic.
You can say that if, when it comes to like work, if something is like if I have to clean up my room, unless and until it's not clean, I don't leave the room. So this is the
Okay,
thing.
that's good. So, one last question from my side, Vaspa, before going for technical. So, where
Mhm.
do you see yourself in next 5 years of time?
See, now I have working on the Dynamics 365 and I have got a very good learning about this technology. So it's a very big software in terms of career growth, salary growth, and obviously I would like to see myself on a very good salary, on a very good level of this is this technology. So yes, now I'm in the initial state, but after 5 years, I don't want to see myself being as a starter or just at the entry level. So I want to see in a very good it's a position in terms of salary, in terms of project, and in terms of maybe I'll have to relocate myself. I'm seeing in some big MNC or some big headquarters. So yeah, this is the thing.
Manager role?
No, no, it's director role perhaps.
Oh, that's good. Okay, that's it from my side, Vaspa.
Thank
I will hand over this to Pritoshi madam. She will
okay,
take your
thank you.
technical. Yeah, over to you, Pritoshi.
Hi, Mustafa.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, let's start with the technical round.
Mhm.
But before starting with the technical round, I just want to understand you said you have 6 months of experience. So, do you have experience in any implementation project or you have experience in support?
No, ma'am. I'm just working on the support role.
Okay. All right. So, can you please tell me what are the mandatory setups that is required to create a legal entity?
Okay, ma'am, in order to create the legal entity, first we will open our Dynamics 365 environment and we'll go to the organization administration. In the organization administration, we will go to the organizations. And in the organization, we will go to the legal entity. And in the legal entity, we will click the new button. And in the new button, we will have different like sections like journal section, like contact information, bank information, and there are many such like subheadings, but we will not cover all. We will just cover according to the requirements of a client, like the mandatory things are name and the description and the location and the currency where it is, and there are a few other things that the client will provide us. So the main step is the name and the country, and it is operating, and the currency it is operating. These are the.
You put currency in the legal entity form?
I think so.
I think company code is a mandatory set that you need to put. Okay, so after creating the legal entity, what are the other steps that you do that the legal entity should work? Like, what are the other steps that you do to complete the legal entity process?
Okay, okay. Like we will do. भूल गए. Okay, let me recall. Let me recall. A legal entity, we will do the name and we will do.
No, after creating the legal entity form, what is the
Uh,
next thing that you do? Like number sequence and all.
Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, yes, yes. After that, after the legal entity, we will go to the number sequence because the number sequence is a unique number identity which is given to the accounts, and we can create it manually and we can also create it auto-generated. But in this case, firstly, we will create auto-generated number sequence. In the number sequence, we will simply go to the like organization administration, then the organization and the number sequence. sequence section, and we'll click the generate number sequence. So it will take a little more time, and we can validate in by going to the accounts payable module. And in the accounts payable module, we will go to the accounts payable section, and I think accounts payable parameters, and then we can verify that there is a list of number sequence. And after the number sequence, we will go to the currencies. And yes, we will set up the currency according to the user. If it is like, if the company is headquartered in India, or it is headquartered in America and it has different offices. And let me tell you one thing, that if our client and our company is has many offices in different countries, we will create a legal entity for every country. That we will not use one legal entity that has sub offices in the other countries. So we will create separate legal, and because every country has different tax policies, they have different taxation rules that implies on them. So we have to keep this thing on our mind. And after in the currency section, we will set up the like, normally the currency is provided by the user, but if we have to like keep some changes in the currency section, we will adjust that. And again, after that, we will go to the exchange rate, the exchange rates, that in which currency or in which if we are dealing with the company that has multiple offices, then definitely we will make one accounting currency and one reporting currency. So accounting currencies that we are operating, and reporting currency that the headquarters is based. And after the currency setup, we will straight away go to the journal ledger section. And in the journal ledger section, we will think of creating the chart of accounts. The chart of accounts is basically an index of all the transactions that are being posted and that are happening in any business. In chart of accounts, we have three main sections which we will work on. And in the chart of accounts, we will go to the like accounts, and in the accounts, we'll go to the main accounts. And main accounts, the main account, we have 5 types of main account, that is assets, liability, and fixed assets, and assets, liability, fixed assets, and 2 more. But we would be mainly working on these 5 types of main accounts. And we have to create the main account. And in order to create the main account, we will obviously there are a few steps that we will create the new.
I will just stop you here. You can shorten this part and tell me what are the steps. You don't need to give a elaborate description.
Okay, the steps for account creation.
No, you just tell me what are the steps to complete the legal entity process. What are the mandatory steps that you do?
Okay,
Complete
legal
the
entity, it has legal entity has 5 sections. For its journal information. In journal information, we have come the name, then we have and then we have tax information. Tax information, we have contact information, we have regulatory information, and there are two more steps which I
How
am
to
actually.
create currency? I mean, like when you're creating a legal entity, it should be the legal entity creation, then the number sequence, then calendar, currency.
Yes.
Now you tell me what are the rest. Yeah.
Yes. So sorry. I'm just and that's what I'm saying. It's being mixing up legal entity, and then we will create a number sequence, then calendars, fiscal calendar or the ledger calendar, and then after calendar we will set up the currencies and exchange rates, and after the exchange rates we will go to the chart of accounts, and in the chart of accounts we have main account, and then after the account we will straight away go to the ledger setup. And in the ledger setup, after setting up the ledger, we'll go to journal posting, where we will post the journals or whatever the journals we are working on. And
Okay. So you won't be creating dimension and account structure, and straight away you will
no.
deploy.
Yes, no. In the account structure, yes. Sorry, in the accounts, then we will go to the after accounts we have, I think, dimensions, because every business has different dimensions, and each legal entity can have 11 dimensions, so that we can keep a record of the business, that what profit and loss they're having. That's why we have to see, and we have to set up the dimensions. After the dimensions, we will chart of accounts, and no and then we have structures. Account structure is a very important thing in this situation. And account structure is basically the you can say I'm just forgetting. I know
That's
the
fine.
steps.
That's okay. Can you please tell me the P2P cycle?
Ma'am, P2P cycle, I have to
Purchase
recall
order
it.
cycle. Do you know how
Purchase
to
order
create a
cycle.
purchase order?
Ma'am, purchase orders cycle. I need to revise this. I didn't.
So what are the modules that you have worked on?
Ma'am, general ledger. So far, I have full. According to me, I had a full grip on general ledger. This is the condition of general ledger. Ma'am, this
Okay.
is all the notes that I have made in practice.
So, okay. So do you know how to create a calendar?
Yes, yes, I know how to create a calendar. Like there are two types of calendar. We have a fiscal calendar and we have a leisure calendar. Fiscal calendar, in the we will go to the organization administration organization and then calendar. Fiscal calendar, we will go straight away go to the new. We will set up the name of the calendar and
Which
then
module do you go for fiscal calendar?
organization.
I think it's general ledger. Okay,
Really?
no worries. Continue.
Okay. In the fiscal calendar, we will set up the year. Firstly, we'll select the year, which year. It is 2022, 23, or whatever the year. And then and then there's a very important thing in the fiscal that we have a period. There's a section of period. That how because the responsibility of fiscal calendar is to because they generate reports. The businesses or the companies generate reports. So the role of the fiscal calendar is to give the details of all the transaction that is happening in the company, either every month or like quarterly, like after every 3 months or after every 6 months. So we will define according to the company policy. We will decide the period, and then in the fiscal calendar, then there's a year name, and then we have this main thing is period. We will decide about the period thing, and in fiscal period.
Okay. Do you know how to create exchange rate?
Yes, let me tell you the whatever that I know. I think in the exchange rate, we will go to the exchange rate section. I'm forgetting where exchange rate was, where it was. I just forgot the previous.
Under currency.
Yes, it is the under currency, but I don't know the main. I just forgot. In the
General
currency
ledger module.
exchange rate, we will okay. In the exchange rate, we will set up the currency from and to which currency. If we are using USD and then if to Indian, then there is a section that which factor we are keeping, that one or in any ones or tens or hundreds, or according to they, like if the 1 Indian rupee is equivalent to the 83 and 1 USD is equal to 83, then we will use like 10, like 2 digits. Then we will, in the next section, we will add and we will put up our this Indian currency, like 1 USD and our exchange rate, and it will give the $1 and something like that.
Okay. I think I'm done with my interview. Do you have any question? Okay. Can you stop the recording?
Yes. How to stop the recording?